The last thing we're going to do with this spreadsheet is to create a couple of charts. So, setting up charts is fairly straightforward. All you need to do is select your data. So I'll choose product, sales, grab all my data, click on insert. I'm going to choose a column chart, make it a 2D column chart, and there we've got it. So we can do some different things with this particular chart. I can move the chart location, set it up as a new sheet. I'm just going to call it the column chart. And we want to test a few things out. For example, normally if you're going to set up a chart like that, you want to have the data sorted in some sort of an order. All right, so for instance, what we might do is sort this by the product names, and that way if we take a look at our charts, we can see for whatever reason we've got two different bars for the buses, and it's just basically it was two different reps that were selling that, the cars, the trucks, and we can look at this alphabetically by product name. The other thing we could do is go back to sales data, and we can sort this by sales, maybe make that largest to smallest, and look at our sales data. So that way the x-axis you could see, well, here's the cars, here's the buses, we're back to the other reps, cars, buses, trucks, and trucks are the lowest selling products. So it's fairly easy to create a real simple chart like this. This one probably isn't the greatest chart, but that's alright. We just want to kind of get some ideas down. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is I want to take a look and see if there's a relationship between the amount of sales that we have and our costs, or perhaps the profits. So I'm going to sort this back in the original order in record number. I'm going to choose sales, and then I want to plot this against profits. So I'll hold my control key, select profits, insert a scatter plot, or in other words an XY plot. So we'll choose XY. Let's move this chart location to a new sheet, and we'll call it XY plot. And we've got another simple chart. Here we can see what happens with our sales and then the profits. So this one was basically a 50% profit margin. Here at 30,000 we're a little bit under 50%. It's a little bit under 15,000, and we can see if there's any sort of trend or any connection between these. So I'm going to right click on one of those data points, choose add trend line. I'll leave this as a linear trend, and down towards the bottom I want to display the equation of that line on my chart, and I'm going to choose the r-squared valued on that as well to see how strong that correlation is between our sales and the profits. And it looks like it's 0.79, which actually is a fairly strong correlation, which makes some sense. I mean, as our sales amount increases, our profit amount should increase as well, and we can take a look at something like that. So there's an example of how you can create a couple different charts rather quickly. It's just a matter of selecting the data. We're not going to get into what else we should do in terms of labeling the x-axes and doing all those other things that we want to do with charts, but at least this is a way for you to get a start and visually display your data.